Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network, where we ask you to give us that 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. Obviously, that's the one you're listening to us right now on. So just go on there and do that little quick, 5-star review. Okay, 4-star review if you have to, but we really prefer the 5-star. That's where we want you to be.
Yeah, we're planting the seed for the 5-star. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yes.
You can also email us, bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. Go to our Facebook page. Also, there's always lots of fun stuff going on there. You can check that out. And did I miss anything? Oh, yeah. Welcome to episode 205.
Thank you.
I usually have a script, but I left my iPad that has the script on it in the other room because, we're doing this earlier than normal. It's like 10 o'clock. This is like early morning for BJ and Bill nowadays.
And he texted me last night. Oh, I'll be up by 9 o'clock. I'm like, I won't. That's okay. No problem. No, I'm usually up. I'm usually up for the 9:30 start of the open of the New York Stock Exchange. Thank you very much.
I don't know what it is, but I used to be able to go to bed, sleep for a good 8 hours, maybe even 9, and sometimes even go for that high number of 10. And I don't know if it's all my medical stuff, all my drugs mishmashed, together, but I cannot sleep over like 6. If I get 7 hours of sleep, I felt like I hit the jackpot.
Seriously.
I sleep 5 or 6 hours, and my eyes in the morning go.
And you're like me. You sleep with the CPAP machine,
right?
A lot of us old guys do that. And so really, and you only 7 is. I mean, I'd rather it be 8, but
just me too.
I think I sleep too much. I actually, and I will admit that there are times where I'll wake up and I'll, like this morning. I did it this morning. I woke up, I rolled over, I looked at the clock, 7:45. I said, yeah, no. Rolled back over, went back to sleep. But I have heard, and I do, I watch a lot of YouTube videos with health and diet people and all of that. I blame you for that. But they a lot of them will say, when you wake up, get up. That your body's ready. Get up. And I don't.
I can't do that because, okay, let me give you an average night for BJ.
Oh, I know what's coming because another old guy thing, but go ahead.
No, it's not even the old guy thing. But normally I go to bed between 10 and 11. If there's like a really good show on or something that we watch, we might get to bed by 11:15.
Yeah, 11:30 is me. Yeah.
And then I will wake up like clockwork. You'd think I was doing the BJ and Bill morning show on WOLZ. 4 o'clock, eyes wide open. I go, man, what time is it? It's still dark out. Look over like you do, look over at the clock. Well, actually, I wear my iWatch, so I grab my iWatch and look at that real quick, and it's like 4 a.m. And I go, well, this is
obviously
like
not
clockwork.
Right. Like clock. Well, that's you look at the clock. 4, that's a little late. Usually for me, it's 3 o'clock, 3 or 3:30. And then, of course, you got to get up and go to the bathroom, of course. And then you come back and you go back to sleep. But yes, I should really try and be disciplined. No, that sounds too hard. And get up, not at 4 o'clock, not at 3:34, but like this morning. I literally looked at the clock, 7:45. Cool. I thought, got another couple of hours. Should get up and should. I may choose, our friend Vicky would be all over me if I said should on myself, if I should it on myself. May choose to get up a little earlier and see how that goes, just to see.
Now, like some days I wake up at the 4 o'clock hour. And like you said, you kind of either get up and wee or something. And then you roll over and you go back to sleep. Well, that happens most mornings.
Yes.
Again, I'm saying most mornings,
Oh, there's.
but there are some mornings after that 4 o'clock wake up, I do not go back to sleep. I am still wide awake in my bed, and those mornings usually by 6:30, 7 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
I say an F word and then just get out of bed.
I hear you. I do. There are times where I will get, not at 4 o'clock, but like I said, 7:30 or something like that. Look at the clock and say, go back to sleep. And then I roll around for a couple of hours and don't sleep and get up at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, that was a waste. But yeah, all right. Well, there you go. Two old men talking about sleeping. How exciting.
And I'm usually up between 7:30 and 8, but I'll grab the phone and, scroll and any emails, any, any this, play a little Pokemon. And then usually, I get up around, I make sure I'm out of bed by 9.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, it'll be 8.
I have heard many a time that as you get older, you either need less sleep or you just sleep less. I'm not sure if it's a really need thing or not. I've heard though that as you get older, you sleep less. That I've not found to be the case for me. But maybe I'm just lazy and don't get out of bed when I should. I don't know. Who knows? What a weird thing to talk about.
To you.
Uh-oh.
But it just could be you are just not old enough yet. Because
Please.
it wasn't until after I hit 70, that's when it hit me. Maybe that's a magic age. I don't know. But now I remember my brother.
Yeah.
There was like a bakery in town. And, all the farmers are used to waking up, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Break it down, you bet.
All the old farmers would always meet at the bakery like around 5 o'clock in the morning. And my brother, he wasn't even working on a farm, but dang on it, he was at the bakery about 5 o'clock in the morning to get all the latest news from all the farmers and everybody else that was, keeping the rumor mill alive.
Coffee and a donut. That's a good life. That's a good life. My father, for a while, he did that. And they don't do that anymore because, of course, McDonald's now just totally sucks. But, they used to have 4 or 5 guys that would meet at McDonald's for egg a muffin and 6 or 7 cups of coffee at 7 a.m. when you could actually sit and enjoy the restaurant, But McDonald's now, I don't know if you've ever been to one. It's like a phone booth. But anyway,
it's like they took away all the.
Yeah, it's all 99% of fast food business is drive-through now. Just every restaurant all the time. When I used to do the DoorDash thing, they didn't let you use the drive-through to pick up a DoorDash order. You had to go in. And McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, you name it, Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh, Chick-fil-A. Nobody in the place. No humans actually sitting and eating in the restaurant. They're all it's the drive-through constantly. So anyway.
The new one that we have right down the road from us.
The new one.
The new McDonald's.
Yes.
When it first opened, I said, let me venture in and check it out and, make my little order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around. They got these kiosks.
Oh yeah.
You can order, but I like to give my order to a pimply faced dumb kid, I like to do that. And so, okay. And then it gave me the ticket and I'm going, okay, now I got the ticket. Where do I go pick up my food? Because there is no counter.
None.
But there is a hole that goes back to the, I don't know, you remember that, but it's like, a dark hole that goes back somewhere and you see it, but there was nobody there. And I go, what the? I said that F word again. And I sat there and it was about 5-10 minutes. I'm going, where's my food?
Yeah, right.
All of a sudden, some little pimply faced boy comes up and goes, order 73. That's mine. And then he just closes the window and walks away. There wasn't even a soda machine in the place.
No. They don't even do that anymore. Some still have them, but I think they're taking them out because they realize people just come in and refill their sodas for free. Not saying I used to do that while door dashing, but maybe.
Oh yeah, that's That's the sleep in the restaurant.
That's it. I mean, literally everything is drive-through. And my, um, they built a new, it's been a year. They built a Chick-fil-A almost directly across the street from the existing Chick-fil-A on Archer Road in Gainesville, right in the big shopping area, Butler Plaza. The old one was a regular store that you could go in and sit down if you wanted to. The new one doesn't even have a sit-down spot inside. You can walk in and pick up food, but there are no seats, zero. But it has 2 drive-through lanes. So
that's the big thing with Chick-fil-A. All of them have like 2 drive-throughs.
And somebody posted that on X not long ago that like they should hire Chick-fil-A to, work the DMV.
Yeah,
it's like they crank them through. I mean, they're so good. And why does everybody else suck at that? I don't get it. If one guy can do it well, anybody can do it well. I don't know. Send somebody over and just study how they do it every day. Sit in the parking lot and watch the kids come running out. It's like, but no. Anyway, whatever. It's all right.
We always give out the email address. Nobody ever emails.
Correct.
We always give out Facebook. I usually don't get. I got one from both today.
An email and a Facebook post.
Oh yeah, Well, it's a Facebook message.
Okay.
And I got an email today. I'm so excited. So we're going to take a break, and I'm going to come back with both of those.
Stand by, folks. It's going to be exciting. We'll be right back.
BJ Odom here from Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant Podcast. Reminder, my memoir, More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, isn't just a medical story. It's a survival story filled with humor. Oh, and heart. It'll make you laugh, maybe even cry, and definitely believe in second chances. More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget. Available now on Amazon.
Most people spend years planning for retirement, but not nearly enough time planning for what comes after the paycheck ends. Hi, Bill Stevens here, and like a lot of people our age, I wanted more than just slowing down. I wanted purpose, something meaningful, something that could still create some income from home without punching a clock every day. That's why I started building my own home-based affiliate marketing business. Now, I know that's a fancy term, but it's really pretty simple. I'm also getting help from a big online community and step-by-step support. And now I help other people nearing retirement discover that maybe their next chapter of life could become the best one yet. Want to learn more? Well, check out my website, bizwithbill.com. Again, www.bizwithbill.com. That's with a Z.
All right, he's staring into his phone. So I'm assuming he's reading an email. You want to share it with us?
Well, first, what I want to do before I do the email, because this actually talked about you.
Uh-oh.
I got something on Facebook.
Oh boy.
And I screenshotted it. So it's pretty small.
Okay.
But it's from I'm Jason White. Here we go.
Means nothing to me, but go ahead.
Doesn't mean anything to me either, but it must be Jason White.
Apparently.
And what's cool about it, he mentioned, you're going to be happy because he mentioned you.
Well, thank you.
But now this is the part where we feel old. So he starts with that. Are you ready?
Go for it.
You guys were a regular part of my high school days. Growing up in Southwest Florida.
Awesome.
I remember how excited I was when I won a gift certificate to Honey Baked Ham.
Ooh.
And told my parents I talked to BJ and Bill today.
How awesome is that?
I got to turn this thing off. Wife and one of my cousins are like chatting right now because she's out. Okay, now I lost okay, here we go. We got to talk to BJ and Bill today.
Page. Yeah.
I even remember, now see, I don't know where this was. Maybe you can tell me. I even remember Bill singing a long time ago at a place near Fort Myers Beach. Great job at Tony Orlando.
Singing?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Near Fort Myers Beach. Okay.
And
I'm gonna.
and it specifically says Tony Orlando. So I don't know if you were karaokeing.
I sure as hell hope so. I wouldn't do it normally. Um, wow, really? I'd have to. Well, there's no way I can check the memory bank on that one because I don't remember that. If you do, good for you. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I don't remember it, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't remember a lot of things that far back.
Now, the only thing I remember, and I don't know if we ever did a bit with Tony Orlando or not, but you remember a few weeks ago I told you about my experience with Primetime Deion Sanders, where we DJ'd.
Yes.
And I would always put the balloons on and act like Aretha Franklin and dance with him, and he almost wanted to punch my lights out.
Yes.
Well, we used to do the same type of show at a place out on Fort Myers Beach, Frank and I, and that was called Oyster Bay. And so we may have done like a Tony Orlando and Don song,
maybe,
and did some kind of parody with that too. I don't remember because, well, I'm 71 years old and I don't remember squat anymore.
Oyster Bay Trading Company.
Yeah, it was like a little restaurant.
Actually, I think that was a restaurant in Sarasota when I lived in Sarasota 10 years ago. But okay, but that very well possible. Very well possible.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying I don't remember, and if you do, God bless you.
I don't remember the Tony, so I don't know. But maybe it was a different BJ and Bill. Maybe someone is imposing as you one night. I don't know. Trying to get bigger tips or something.
Maybe so. Anything is possible.
But thank you so much. I mean, those things make our day. So again, email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com. Got us, like you said, spell it all out.
Yes.
Or, go to the Facebook page, send us a message, put a post up there.
That's awesome.
We appreciate it. Now let me go to the BJ and Bill email. Now, and he must have known that I get sad when I don't get emails, but he's been, probably emailing or texting you directly.
Oh, Dave.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
BJ.
No, I think the last time because he called me, he had a great story about somebody that, like, he's up in the mountains in Carolinas and he ran into somebody who knew him from this and knew him from that. And he knew. So anyway, we should have him on and talk about it someday, but we'll do that. I already told him that. So.
Well, since you're already gushing about not getting any podcast email messages from listeners, please allow me to brighten your day. I have as much fun listening to your weekly podcast rambling as you guys do making them.
Hats off.
And every time I have a chicken nugget at McDonald's, I think of you. Take care and remember, it's better to be weather-wise than otherwise. Meteorologically yours, David Keller.
Yeah. I think that was, I remember he used that. It's better to be weather-wise than some. Yeah, I remember him saying that more than once. Thank you, Dave. Yeah. We appreciate it.
Man, now I'm giddy. I'm going to be giddy the rest of the show now.
Got emails, got Facebook posts. Boy, oh boy, you're rocking it today.
Wow, life does not get any better than it did this week.
Well, don't go off the deep end, because next week you're going on vacation, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how and when. It's not how. I know how we're going to do the podcast.
Right.
Because I'm going to be at one hotel. I'm going to be leaving one hotel, going to another hotel Monday.
Right.
Like it's my final day at one hotel. It's like, get out and now go wherever you're going to go.
Yeah.
So it's, well, actually, can I blame my wife? Yeah, I can.
Of course.
She's not here.
Of course.
She was the one that has kind of planned all this because.
Right.
See, here's what happens when BJ plans the trip and gets the hotels. I was on the Comedy Road circuit many, many years. I am used to sleeping in hellholes. And you can find hellhole hotels still out there for like $70, $65, $75.
Sure.
Those are the hotels this tightwad gets. My wife walks into those and goes, "Oh my God, I can't stay here. This is disgusting. So I just say, we're going to go here, here, and here. Have at it.
There you go.
I know it's going to cost me a lot more.
Yep.
But I'm not going to have to hear, oh my God, this is creepy. Why did you pick this hotel? Because it was $65 a night. We're just sleeping here. It's not like, we're moving in.
Right off the highway exit. You'll hear those diesel trucks all night. There's a great story I heard when I was working at Apple in Austin, Texas, way before BJ and Bill, the second time there, second coming. No, actually, that was after BJ and Bill. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. I was working at Apple, and one of the vice presidents of Apple, who knew and traveled with Steve Jobs all the time, said that their corporate people would book them when they traveled for business, would book them in the nicest, most expensive, most beautiful hotels in wherever they were going, whatever city, pick a city, in New York or Paris or whatever. And the vice president said they would check in and he would literally have his bags delivered to the room. The young man would say, "Unpack them, sir." He said, "Oh no, just park them right here by the door." He would sit on the bed, pull out his phone and wait. And in 90 seconds, Steve Jobs would call him and go, "This place sucks. We're getting another place. Come on." And he said it was like clockwork. He didn't even unpack. It's like, "Yep, all right, let's go."
That would be my wife.
That's what made me think of it. Absolutely, positively. So don't even unpack. Get the hotel. Don't even maybe not even take the luggage out of the car. Save yourself the trouble.
I will say this though, when I was on the road doing comedy, it was far and few between. But every once in a while you'd pick up a gig and they'd put you in a hotel and you would go to that hotel and you'd go, "Oh my God, this is like 5-star primo."
Really?
Yeah. It didn't happen often. Don't get me wrong.
No.
I remember like 3 or 4 gigs that were like that, where you walked in and go, "Oh my God, this is a very nice hotel."
There you go.
Because usually it was like, leave the lights on and the roaches will stay out. That's what it usually was.
Right. I wonder, because I lived in Sarasota all those years, and we were talking about Wes McCurdy's, place, the comedy club there in Sarasota, which I went to several times. And I'm wondering where he put up people, because there are not a lot of Roach Motel hotels in downtown Sarasota. That's the Ritz-Carlton down there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know, because he was the type of guy, if you worked his club and you lived in Fort Myers, you usually just drove it.
Yeah, that's a couple hour drive, you're home.
So that was kind of like he, like if you were in Florida usually or close by, but like, if you were traveling from, Michigan or somewhere and you were a traveling comic, then they always put you up. That's kind of like the rule of the game. So I don't know where he would put you up.
A lot of nice places downtown. That's all I'm saying.
I will say this, and I don't know, I worked Groucho's Comedy Club many a times. He had a whole chain of comedy clubs over on the East Coast, Melbourne, Vero Beach. I love you, Larry Silver. You were a great guy, and you still are a great guy. But you put us in the crappiest hotels I think I ever stayed in my comedy life. That was the one. I was working for Larry Silver the night at 4:00 in the morning. I got a knock on my door. "Anybody in there want to buy some crack cocaine?"
Man.
I never will forget. I put my head. I was like a little kid, man. I put the covers over my head and I just shook like, "Please go away. Please go away. Please go away."
Oh, so you didn't, I was going to ask you, so what's the going rate for that?
I don't know. Like I said, I covered my head and I just prayed.
Right. That's
"Please
fine.
make the guy go away."
Right.
But so I don't know what the going rate was at the time.
That's funny.
And I wasn't
That
about
is
to
funny.
find out.
That is funny.
No, it would have been different if somebody would have maybe knocked on the door and said, "Hey, who called for the escort?"
You might, yeah, but I'm still not opening the door because you don't know.
Yeah, because Hey, her guy may be right there ready to punch your lights out.
Yeah, I don't.
Take all
Yeah,
your
that doesn't.
money.
Yeah, that's no
Although,
thanks.
if it was that hotel, I don't think they would because they go, what are we going to get? 50 cents from this guy? He's staying
Right?
here.
Right? What are we gonna get? Buck or two? So yes. So yeah, I'm glad you made it through that part of your career safely. That's okay. Good for you. Wow. Yeah, I've stayed in some pretty. But if it's just me, like you, I don't care. I don't. If I'm sleeping. I don't
Yeah.
care. So fine. Okay.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the night. I'm not.
As
You
long
know
as I
what?
don't get bitten or eaten or attacked, I'm fine.
Yeah. Well, see, that night I was worried I was going to maybe get bitten or attacked. I wasn't
I
so
know.
sure.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, there you go.
Okay.
So anyway, the vacation. We were started off this whole thing with the vacation talk. You're leaving. Of course, we record this on the Monday, so here it is, Monday, and you're leaving when?
Probably right after it comes out, somewhere pretty right in
So
there.
you'll be leaving
I think
Wednesday-ish.
Yeah, Wednesday-ish, yeah.
Okay.
And
And
I don't
gone for
know.
how long?
Well, right now we have hotels for like 6 nights.
Okay.
And we're going to go from, which is a weird, but that's where her sister lives. And so we're going to go to St. Augustine, where she lives really in like South Jacksonville.
Nice.
Then we're going to go to Helen, the German town. I'm going to have some schnitzel.
Schnitzel in Helen, Georgia.
Yeah. And then we're going to go to Chattanooga for a few days. And then we're going to, I don't know what we're going to do after that. We could just head straight home, or we could like decide, because we have to be home by the 24th, because I'm so sorry for my wife, but she has jury duty on the 24th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's thinking about calling saying, I'm going to be on vacation. I mean, not that we won't be back by the 24th, but she may use that.
They cut you very little slack for that sort of thing. They really do. And so, no fun. But that's, I mean, 24th, hell, that gives you, I mean, even if you leave on Wednesday, the 13th, I mean, that gives you 10 days on the road. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So we got to be back.
I want to hear about Chattanooga. It's, for some reason, it's been on my mind and in my head, and we watched a little video about traveling around Tennessee if we're thinking of a vacation or something ourselves. And I'm like, oh, that looks really nice. And my partner, Miss Mary, starts telling me about a couple of places she's been, and I'm like, I've never been there. And she's like, what? And so, anyway, it's on our
right
radar.
outside, right. And as a kid, now I'm talking as a kid, I used to go with my parents to these places. Because my parents were big mountain people for vacation. That's where we always seemed to go.
Yes.
And so there's like Rock City.
Now I have been there. I have been to Rock City, and what's the other one? The underground, Ruby Falls.
Yeah, that's all that. Should I answer this? I'm going to answer this. Hold on. I'm going to answer this. I'm even going to put the speaker on. So
is it the boss?
Well, it's not the boss, but yeah, surprise. I do it every week at this time.
Just checking to see if you want anything at Wally World.
Nothing at Wally World. Nope. Unless I got some crack cocaine.
Thanks.
No, I was telling the old story of the hotel. So, all right.
See you later. Have fun on the radio.
Bye.
Have fun on the radio. Look at that. Just like old times.
Yeah. But she did say at the end, well, have fun. I mean potting. So she said, what do you think we are? Farmers potting the soil?
So anyway, been to Ruby Falls, been to Rock City. Rock City's kind of like in the old days, Rock City is the shell factory of Tennessee. Like if you're within 200 miles, there's a sign, see Rock City, see Rock, it's like that.
But you know how they made their signs, don't you? Give you a little history for people that don't know about Rock City.
I think I remember this, but go ahead.
They would find farmers that had barns out by the road. They would paint the entire barn as long as on the roof where you could see it from the highway. They would write Rock City, 98 miles, or Rock City, it was the same thing, but they would go to farmers and say, hey, you know, that rickety barn you have out there, we will give it a fresh paint, great paint job. All we got to do is you got to let us put Rock City on there. And that's what
I love
they did.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's way better than 300 different, billboards on I-75 southbound.
Yeah. And most farmers are busy. They're not going to repaint their barn. So, they
Sure.
probably said, you got to leave it for 2 or 3 years or something like that. And probably, as 3 years, I think I'm going to go out there and paint that barn? Hell no.
I was going to say 30 years later, probably half of them are still out there.
I wonder if there's still any out there. Yeah, I'd wonder.
That would be cool. That would, if you go, keep your eyes open for that. And if I go this summer, fall, I'll keep my eyes open for that too.
I think most of those, though, in all honesty, was coming from the north.
Yes.
And I won't be coming from the north. I'll be coming from the south. So I don't even know if we'll get up to Rock City or any of those places.
I'm going to have to look that up because it's near.
It's near. Yeah, it's like just a little ways out of town.
Right.
But
I now see that we've watched a couple of videos. I know that you can, like, when you're on the edge of the mountain there, you can see into Chattanooga, and you can see what, like they say, 7 states or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so cool. Anyway, I look forward to your report about what Chattanooga's like these days because I want to go.
Now, many times when I go to Indiana or come back from Indiana, that is a stop, but it's just a hotel stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like get a hotel for the night,
right?
Get some sleep, then get back on the road and head the rest of the way home. So I probably stayed there 4 or 5 times just as a layover,
just to stop. And I've done that too, not in Chattanooga, but in Cleveland, which is right on I-75 as you're coming south. Cleveland is the exit you get off on if you want to go over and visit our friend Rick and Vicky Wagner in Blue Ridge. You get off there and then you cut across and you go through the woods and you end up in northern Georgia.
Grandmother's place.
It's your grandmother's place. Yeah, you end up in northern Georgia and you go through real live national park woods, kind of like not a human for miles, probably not anymore, but that's what I remember from 20 years ago. So anyway, again, look forward to your full report on what life is like in Chattanooga because I want to go back. I want to go there. Partner Mary wants to go back there. So there you go.
Yeah, that'll probably be if we do the podcast next week, that will be before I get to Chattanooga.
Okay. Well, then give us the report when you get back.
Like I said, if we do it from the hotel early in the morning, I'll be heading to Chattanooga.
And then you can post some pictures and stuff on the Facebook page and all that. So there you go.
Of course, we talked about it here on the podcast, but my wife is, don't put people are going to know we're not home.
Yeah.
Like, what are they going to do?
You live in a gated community.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm thinking my wife has so much crap. If they come and get it all, I'm not.
If they empty the house out, that's just consider that spring cleaning, huh?
Yeah. Now I come in here and my studio equipment is gone. Then I'm going to be cursing.
Then you're going to be.
I should have never said it on the podcast. My damn board, my microphone, everything gone.
But we've never put your address out there, so it's not like people couldn't.
It's like people can't find your address.
I understand. I could find your address in 30 seconds on the internet. That's what Google is for. But you can do that with anybody. So what's the benefit of finding BJ Odom's house? I mean, great. Who cares?
Let me just tell you, if you're thinking about it, my wife, if you like bears, like little teddy bears, they're all over the place. If you like knickknacks, like that attract dust, they're all over the place.
You could.
So if those are the things you're looking for, this is the house you want.
You could back up a 14-foot U-Haul and stuff it with bears, and you would come home and go, "Oh, I don't see anything missing," because there's so many of them. It's like, well, we'll just put a dent in it, a small dent in what you own. All right, so yeah, I get it. So anyway, never mind. It's not like we're giving out an address or giving out. Besides, you got the fancy video doorbell ring thing and all that. You did people on video. Nobody does that anymore. I'm not going to say nobody. I'm going to say smart criminals find better targets.
Yeah, we'll have your ass on tape. We've got like 4 cameras around the house, and I'm not telling you where they are.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's like, really? Really? That when I was living with that lady who shall remain nameless in Venice down in south of Sarasota, she worried about that. I'm like, A, you're in a gated community with a human at the gate 24/7. Your house is back. It's not like you're like the front, like you're not like they could hop the fence off of 41 and they're in your backyard. No, your house is back far. Okay. You're on a cul-de-sac on the water. So there's one way in and one way out, that you have 5 cameras and an alarm, and you have a gun in the house, and you're still worried about it? Really? Come on. Come on, man. All right. So I'm like, all right. People just,
Yeah.
I know, I get it. That's what happens when you watch too much TV and you see the news and you see like people getting robbed all the time. And it's like, okay, that happens. I get it. Not in this neighborhood. And
Yeah,
again,
well, we don't have a guard, but we're gated.
Right. Right. Don't write me and say,
it's
it could
about
happen to anybody.
we're about ready to go double gated.
What's that mean?
2 gates. Like you have to go through 2 gates to get in. I guess they really want to keep everybody out.
Well, I know what yeah, okay. You mean like you check with the guard, he opens the easy gate, and then when you get in, there's another one. That's what this lady had in Sarasota. Same thing, again, I'm not saying there's no crime out there in those kinds of neighborhoods. I'm saying criminals pick easier targets for the most part.
And I think really, if anybody's got any brains and they know how tight of what I am,
right,
it's all junk in our house.
Yeah, it's
not like you're getting anything primo, like primo jewel. I never was one of those guys that would go out and buy my wife like expensive jewelry. So you're not going to find jewelry, and the TV the only thing you're going to find that's worth anything is the TV, and it's mounted on the wall. So you're going to have to tear it off the wall.
There, see, look at that.
There's not even a stand. So, you're going to put it back up on the wall.
So your status as a tightwad is really beneficial when it comes to this sort of thing.
No one's going to rob this place. He's an old fuddy-duddy who wouldn't spend a dime on anything.
All right, fuddy-duddy, let's take a break. I'm going to go have a little coffee and let's take a break. We will be right back. And welcome back. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast. I'm Bill Stevens. That's BJ Odom. As always, if you are enjoying this as much as we are enjoying bringing it to you, please give us that 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music. We're on all of them. Boy, we are everywhere. And as always, if you'd like to add your story to the mix, visit the Facebook page, BJ and Bill, the podcast. You got to type it all out because there are lots of, posers out there. And same for the email, bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. So there our friend Buc-ee's has been in the news lately. Have you noticed that? Speaking of, there are a lot of posers out there. Buc-ee's has been filing some lawsuits against other places that are like using critters and things like that for their logos.
Well, I saw one with a beaver that the Buc-ee almost looked identical to Buc-ee, and I'm thinking, okay, that's going too far.
The one that I don't think they'll get very far is there was an Ohio, kind of a similar sort of thing, a big truck stop, gas station, food and all that. I forget the name of it, but they used like a moose as their cartoon logo. But Buc-ee said, well, he's facing the same way, same eyes, and same expression. And I'm like, yeah, but a moose? It's kind of different. Yeah. And the Ohio one actually also started the same year as Buc-ee's in Texas, like 35 years ago or something like that. So they've been using this logo for the same amount of time.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think that one goes anywhere. But anyway.
And don't think you're going to be able to go, oh, look at Dolly. She looks just like our little beaver. It's not going to happen, people.
Only BJ Hood would think of that, but it's hilarious.
I can't. I am, because that's another trip we're taking in October. We're going up to Indiana, and I'm going to go a little out of my way just so I can go by Dolly's travel stop. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Tennessee, the Tennessean.
Yeah.
Well, we're all over this Tennessee thing all of a sudden. You're going to Chattanooga. You're going to the Dolly place. You're going, wow, awesome. There you
I'm
go.
trying to travel in my old age.
I understand. A friend of mine, a guy I knew in Naples who did a lot of training and speaking for network marketing companies. He would come and talk at their convention. He was a trainer. He's a famous guy. Ray Higdon. Shout out Ray Higdon. I'm not going to say he's a good friend of mine, but I was in a couple of his groups and things. He and his wife live in the Naples area most of the time. She's a successful real estate agent, but they just bought their summer home in Harris, Tennessee, suburb of Nashville. Harris,
No,
maybe
yeah,
Hickson. I don't know. Anyway,
Henderson. There's a Henderson.
Maybe. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just doing this story off the top of my head. She
Well, you don't want to
posted a
say
picture.
you don't want to say where they live because then somebody will go rob them.
Right. Yeah. That's right. So anyway, she posted a picture of their mega church service on Sunday. She posted it last night. Here we are at our, church of, like a few thousand people. I forget, these big churches that they have. And oh, by the way, why look, Carrie Underwood just stepped on stage to do a hymn with the band. I'm like, what? But there was the picture. There was Carrie on stage at the church. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it must have been Hendersonville then. That's
something like that. I don't know. Whatever.
That's in that area.
Big burb of Nashville, but they're out, of course, in the gorgeous mountains, and so yeah. Money is not an issue with this, my friend. Let's put it that way.
So you say you have a basketball story, football story, what sports
baseball story? It's
baseball.
It's a baseball, but it's a music story. So you know how? Oh, speaking of which, Carrie Underwood, she does the theme for Sunday Night Football, right? Or she do Monday night? Anyway, I don't know. She does one of those football. Yeah. So for the first time in a long time, I put on Sunday Night Baseball on NBC. NBC kind of figured out, Sunday night we'll just do sports, because they used to do Sunday Night Basketball, then they do Sunday Night Baseball, then they're going to do Sunday Night Football come football season. So there you go. But anyway, I finally caught the open of Sunday Night Baseball last night. And just like the football game, it starts out with a rock and roll band singing the theme on stage as the baseball stadium lights up behind them. And if you know baseball at all, they, especially like on the games and everything, on the Nintendo games, they call baseball what? They call it the show, right? I mean, I
didn't know that, but yeah.
That's a thing in baseball. It's just, they call it the show. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from, but they do. And so the rock and roll band is a very country band. I don't know if it was a name I didn't recognize, but that doesn't mean anything. And they come out, and the first line of the song to open the Sunday Night Baseball is, "Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside." 25 cents to you, BJ Odom, if you can tell me that line of lyric is from what? "Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside."
It wasn't the
It's
pinball
not
wizard.
country. No.
Pinball wizard?
Oh, no. Close. I mean, good guess, but no. And the answer is from literally like progressive rock days of the 70s and 80s. Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. "Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends." And I'm sitting on the couch with my eyes the size of saucers, yelling at the TV, and poor Miss Mary is going, "What? And I'm like, that is the craziest use of an old rock and roll song that probably nobody remembers. And then, of course, it goes into the rest of the song, and they change the lyrics to match the baseball, just like, the Carrie Underwood stuff does and all that. But it's like, oh my God, what? And again, if you're not of our age and having gone through progressive rock days of the 70s and the 80s, when you were in Cleveland in high school, raising my hand, Valley Forge High School, class of 75, there was one radio station, one to listen
MMS?
to. WMMS. We know that because we actually worked with a guy who was like the sales manager there once years ago. And it was everything. They owned that city for 10, 15 years. They owned that city. And that's where you would have heard that kind of a song. And it just it literally blew my mind that I'm listening to this as a theme to a baseball game, by God. I'm like, are you freaking? And I'm sure that anybody under the age of 50 probably has no idea what they're hearing. No idea.
You know what?
It's like, oh, that's a cool song. Okay, cool.
It's a wonder that I did not remember that because I was a big Emerson, Lake and Palmer fan.
Lake and Palmer fan. I saw them a few times, and
I remember.
Oh my God!
Did you see it? Like, because Rick Wakeman, who was their keyboard player, comes. They have like a hydraulic thing that looks like a rose.
Yeah. No,
and it comes up.
No, Rick Wakeman played with Yes.
Oh, was that
Carl
Yes?
Palmer? Carl Palmer played keyboard for Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Okay, I must have been thinking of a Yes guy.
I got you. That was
the time of BJ Odom's life. If he was at a concert, there was probably some smoke around him that people were, and I probably so I probably forgot.
But to answer your question, or to follow up on your thing, I saw Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and two of the greatest keyboard players who ever lived. Don't argue with me, because you will get nowhere. Rick Wakeman with Yes, Carl Palmer, but Carl Palmer would, halfway through the show would stop, and you're right, they would bring out like a 10-foot Steinway grand piano, and he would sit at that, and you would be blown, and then the piano would raise up into the air, and it would start spinning around, and he's still freaking playing perfect as the piano is spinning around in midair, and you're like, oh my God. Yeah, let's see that, Taylor Swift. Come on. All right. So that's my story. I'm still a word I never get to use, gobsmacked. I'm still gobsmacked by the fact that they pulled that out of a hat for a baseball game. So anyway.
Now you're going to force me to watch Monday night.
It's probably, you could probably find it on YouTube. Sunday night. It was last night as we record this. Sunday Night Baseball, NBC. You could probably find, if I find it on YouTube today, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send me the link. That'd be kind of cool.
I will.
I got a letter from 11 Labs.
11 Labs. Now, see, to go from the 70s to the 21st century. Here we go.
We've reviewed your Bubba James, and we've categorized it as quality recording, as good.
Okay.
It says now it says we're also excited to share your voice is now verified in 10 languages. That means you can go to 11 Labs and you can ask Bubba James, aka BJ Odom, or vice versa. Like say this in Spanish, or say this, I don't know, maybe Mandarin. I don't know what 10 languages I'm doing because I don't know any languages. But I would really like to hear something in some really Vietnamese or Mandarin or something way out there. Yeah, maybe we should do that and play. Well, not next week, but when I get back from vacation, that's an experiment.
We'll have you go. We'll go on to your thing. Well, you can do that in advance and just record a segment. Maybe you do the open. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast, and you do the open. Your voice in Vietnamese or whatever.
Well, whatever the 10 languages are, because now I'm verified in 10 languages.
Awesome.
Technology. It is just so crazy.
Blows my mind. It blows my mind. So yeah. I'm doing a lot I'm doing some more video stuff now with my other little business, and I'm doing so far I'm just doing the static, the photo images, and mine are kind of like cartoonish, kind of like Pixar movie kind of things. They're cute, they're kind of like the BJ, podcast thumbnails and stuff like that. But yeah, it's unbelievable what you can do with that stuff. Unbelievable.
Well, with 11 Labs, I experimented because what you do, you have a subscription, and it gives you so many, I don't know if it's Bitcoin, I don't know what it is, but you get so many credits.
Yeah.
And you burn through credits depending on how much you use it. Like if you have it sing a minute-long jingle,
yeah,
that takes quite a few credits,
Yes.
So I figured out that I could put a picture, put my voice, use my AI voice, and then I lip sync what I'm saying.
So you, BJ, are actually speaking on camera, but it's not you?
Right. It's my picture that I load into the 11 Labs.
Okay.
But the only thing, it was like a full, so I figured, it'd be me, standing up, and, I do move my hands a little bit, but
Right.
obviously, because I don't understand pixels and sizes and all that. So I used almost, because it was like a minute long video, because, I
Oh, boy.
recorded like a minute commercial for
That's
my
a lot.
book.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, this is going to be so cool. I'm going to, and I'm going to be like talking, and the people are going to look at that picture, and I'm going to be living. This is going to be, but the only thing, it was like a full body thing.
Yes.
So it was big, tall. So when it came out, and it took like almost all my credits, I'm down to like, 200 credits out of like, 2,000 or something.
Right.
But you don't see my face. It's like from here, like below my, like right around my lips. So you do kind of see my lips moving. And then it doesn't even go all the way down. And it's like, it's not the full body. It's just
That's
part
weird.
of the body. And it's not even the part of the body. And then what really makes me mad, so I can't use it, but it took all my damn credits.
Are you sure you're seeing the whole thing? Could you open it up in another window, and maybe that's just the window that it...
I've played around trying to open it in different things.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's weird. That's weird that it would do that. But
So I'm just,
that's...
I did
everybody
try
always said... Go ahead.
I did try to load it in Facebook.
Right.
Because I saw it on the screen, the whole thing. But when I went on Facebook, it was like, it wasn't the whole.
Are you saying the original came out correctly?
I think so. I don't know.
So you could just, so Facebook, I know that because Facebook it clips, because I'm doing that for our friend Shaq all the time. When I load pictures on Facebook, I have to make sure they're not too tall, because then it will cut them off. So you could literally resize that video to fit a smaller frame. You could, I don't know how you do it on Windows, because it's been a long time since I've used a Windows computer, but on a Mac, that's easy. You open it up in preview or whatever else the app is, and then there's a resize button, and you hit the button and it changes the size.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
You're looking at,
I know who I'm talking to. I already know it's a lost cause. I already know I'm talking to BJ Odom, and that's probably not going to help. But
the only thing I know is how to adjust size is with Viagra. That's the only thing. That's the only way I know how to readjust the size.
Yeah, how's that working for you?
That doesn't even resize much anymore.
No, it doesn't resize properly. I know. So, have you downloaded the video to your computer, and can you send it to me, and maybe I can help you?
Maybe I can do that. But
just
I don't know,
email it to me,
because it is a video, so it's going to be a lot of gigabytes.
It's
going to
be a lot.
Whatever.
Just email it. Don't text it. And nobody emails anymore. Everybody does things by text message. Actually, email it to me as an attachment, so I get the whole thing, and then I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Okay.
You're the man. You're the man, Bill Stevens.
I know a little bit about technology. It's kind of scary. I know. For an old guy like me, it's kind of scary.
And I know just enough to get me in trouble.
That's
all I know. I know enough to get me in trouble, and I pretty well do that every day of the week.
But you're in the game. You're in the game, and you're taking your swings or whatever.
I was so excited when I did that video, though. I was pumped, and I go, "This is going to be the cool." And then, like I said, I looked, and it took like almost every credit I had this month, so I won't be getting any more credits till next month. And then, because I need some music, because I'm recording some liners for one of my clients today.
Right.
And
Wait a minute. I thought the boss, I thought your son was doing this, music business thing.
Yeah, he is, but
he can't lend Dad a couple of tracks.
Well, I've gotten them from them too, but
okay.
I was getting the stuff from 11 Labs, because it was putting out some you could tell exactly how long you wanted it and what you wanted. And
right.
it sends you a little music thing, and
right.
Yeah, I got no credits.
No credits.
Just because I wanted to see a big, tall BJ read this 60-second commercial.
Did you at least make him look like 20 years younger or something?
I didn't even do that, man. I look like the old man I am. I
Wow.
figured people would see that and they go, look how old is he? He's knowledgeable.
That's your story. You're sticking to it.
You're damn right.
Good luck with that. Good luck. Some people some people do age like a fine wine. Some people age like, bagels. I mean, they just get moldy.
Really though, in all honesty, I thought until I hit about 65, 66, I looked a lot younger than I was.
Sure.
But after like I hit 67, 68, I don't know what it was, but the old machine, it
fell apart.
hit.
Yeah,
And like,
I hear you.
Dude, okay, I still look younger. Oh, I still look younger. Oh crap, man. I look like I'm so freaking old. I'm ready to, why don't you just roll me up and smoke me if you can?
Start digging the hole. Okay. No, I understand that. I do. I keep telling myself I want to get better shape. I want to. And then there's that bowl of ice cream after dinner at night. And I'm like, oh, damn it. Here we go again.
Well, this cardiac rehab has ruined me.
Ruined you? How so?
Because, I'm taking these classes and it's talking about cholesterol and how
Sure.
fat is bad in the body and you shouldn't eat this
Sure.
and you shouldn't eat that and you should do this. So I've been doing all this crap that I'm learning. And now I'm just shrinking away into like a wrinkly old fart. That's what I'm doing. And I probably smell just as bad too.
Don't do that while I'm drinking coffee. But I thankfully haven't been around you for a year, so I don't know that. So, the smell done. They haven't figured out the smell part of Zoom yet. They haven't figured that out. So yeah, it's a good thing. So good for you. But that's okay. You're fine. I'm sure your cardiologist and your team just loves the fact that you're eating better, taking care of yourself, all of that good stuff.
I need to check all that stuff. I may not have any cholesterol in me anymore.
You damn well better. It's actually it has a purpose. It has a use. God did not put things in your body for no reason. And I don't want to make it a religious argument, but your body has the things that are in your body have a purpose. I guess even your tonsils did at some point. I don't know, even though most people had them taken out. I never did. But
I never did either.
I don't understand that. So anyway.
Now let me ask you this.
Yes.
I know we're running short on time.
Got 5 minutes.
Did you ever get your wisdom teeth out?
I think so, yes. Back there.
Yeah, I never did, but I wish I would have.
I think so, yeah.
Because now they tell me it's too dangerous with my health condition.
You're not having any major surgery. You're not having any minor surgeries. Trust me. It's, what you got, you got. You're living with that from now on, and that's okay. That's fine. That's okay. I mean, I have a couple of down here, a couple of artificial ones, toothers I'm talking about. I got a couple of titanium, ceramic, whatever the hell they are. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'd really like to do if I.
If you had money, win the lottery.
Oh yeah, I would. And especially, I wouldn't have to worry about infection and stuff.
Absolutely.
I would just say rip them all out and put all those fake stuffs in there.
I agreed. I would do the same. It's not fun, but once it's done, no more cavities, no more nothing, no more whatever. So yeah,
maybe if I could find a good whittler, I'd just put some wooden teeth in, like.
You and George Washington, huh?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Send us an email if you're a good whittler, and you could whittle me out a set of teeth.
I don't think that's a thing anymore. I'm not sure. I don't
know.
No,
whittling is, but I don't know if whittling teeth.
Whittling teeth, not so much. I mean, unless you live in rural Georgia, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh well, I'll be there. Maybe I can get it done while I'm there.
You'll be there in a week. So all right. So things are starting to fall into place here. This is awesome. All right. Good God, that's crazy. All right. So as we come down to wrap things up, BJ Odom on vacation next week, but the plan is to do the podcast still. So we don't know how that's going to work, but tune in next week and we don't know where, we don't know how. Tune in next week. We're going to find out. So, but I mean, we've tried it with your iPad and stuff. It works fine.
Maybe here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe if we do it like early Sunday morning, I know you don't like waking up.
Define early, young man.
Well, usually you got to be out of a hotel.
Oh, by 11 or 12, yes.
Yeah. So I would say, 9, 10 o'clock.
We could do that.
Maybe
We
do
could
that
next Sunday. Yeah.
Because I think I can't remember if we're changing hotels on Sunday, but that's going to be a long drive because we're going to go to Helen to Chattanooga.
So you'll be in St. Augustine.
No, we'll be in
Sunday.
St. Augustine.
Sunday.
No, Sunday we'll be out of St. Augustine.
Okay.
We'll be in Helen. We'll either be leaving Helen or in Helen.
Okay.
Not in Helen because I don't want anybody
go to Helen back. I know.
Me.
Yeah. I know. So, okay. I mean, all they need is Wi-Fi. It's Georgia, but I mean, they'll probably still have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, most of them. If worse comes to worse, well, no, they don't even have tables anymore. I could go to McDonald's and do it.
No, you can't go to McDonald's. No, you can't go to McDonald's. That's
when I used to work at a radio station out in Arcadia, sometimes we would lose the internet and we'd have to load these shows that were, downloaded.
Right.
And our internet, because out in the middle of where the bowl was like in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And so we did have internet problems. I will tell you, we had internet problems more than once. And I don't know how many Friday afternoons, because, I wanted to go back to Fort Myers on Fridays, but I had weekend shows that I have to put in on Friday. And we had no internet. And I would run to McDonald's and download all these shows on my laptop and then come back to the radio station and put them all in the system after I downloaded them.
I can match that story. Because I used to do the news for you on occasionally. I used to do the news for you. I would send it to you via email, and you would pop it into your thing there, whatever. And I'm driving back from Vicky and Rick Wagner's place in Blue Ridge, Georgia on a Sunday night in the middle of the night. And I realized that I had not sent BJ Odom the newscast for Monday morning. And I pulled into a McDonald's and it was the middle of the night. But I thought, I wonder. And yes, in the parking lot, parked as close to the building as I could, you could still get their internet signal. And I sent you the email that way, from a McDonald's in the middle of nowhere in Georgia.
Yeah, because you got to wonder what they would think, like if you were in the middle of a McDonald's, and you were inside the place, and recording a podcast, and people were walking in and like, why is he talking to himself with a microphone?
Hey, if you were in a Starbucks, you could do it. It would be totally normal, because there's people on the phones all the time at Starbucks.
Maybe that's what I should do.
Or find a Denny's or something like that, where you can sit and be comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out. I'll let you know. I'll send you some text over the week.
All right. Sounds good. All right, man.
I'll find out where I'm going to be and what time we're leaving. I don't know. Like I said, I've put this all in the wife's hands, so I don't get in trouble.
It's probably better that way. Stay out of trouble. Either way, you'll figure it out. It'll be good. All right. Appreciate you being here, everybody. As always, remember, if you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you, that 5-star review would be majorly appreciated wherever you get your podcasts. And visit us on Facebook. Just do a search, BJ and Bill the Podcast, or the same email, bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. And until then, we will see you next week. But up to then, just up to BJ Odom to say,
see ya.
I'll take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all. From theme park tales to a pickleball call. If you love a good yarn and a joke or two, BJ and Bill got the show